All right. So give us your name, tell us what you do, and give us your relationship status.
Okay, so my name is Chanda, and I'm here attending for the FinCon. I work as a financial analyst for a private company, and I'm married.
You're married. How long have you been married?
7 years.
Where's your husband at?
Is
Is that him right there? What's up, buddy?
yeah.
I'll go easy on her, okay? Because I don't want to get beat up by a big, tough Indian guy. Is he Indian? What are you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. No drama. So you work in what type of sector?
It's a private sector.
Okay, but what type of company?
It's a finance company.
Finance company, perfect. So we're going to ask you some financial questions. So, we're here at FinCom. There's a lot of great advice out there, right? So, but sometimes there's too much advice out in the marketplace. According to stats, only 32% of Americans trust the social media influencers, the financial advice that they're giving. So what are some of the telltale signs that maybe some of the financial advice that you're getting is from a fake guru? What would you say?
First of all, any advice that I get from somebody who is investing, I would not believe. You might say why and how, because finance is very much related to psychology, and that's what I believe. So, suppose if I'm investing in something, I would for sure be a little biased on it, and I would tell to my people that, hey, I'm investing in this, and you also go invest. There are two things in that psychologically. A, I'm trying to safeguard myself. If I'm going to go down the bar, I have somebody else to go along with me. And the second one is probably I'm trying to influence them. That's what people do. But when somebody is working for something and then they are giving advice, I think that is the advice that I would go for. So like you said, the social media, the other people, I wouldn't consider them because I had seen many examples, and during my college days, I have done a project on this, and it was very evident that when you want to give advice to somebody, you go open a firm, you do not invest in the name of the company, and your perception will be different. And you investing for yourself, your perception is different.
Respect to you. So you're from where originally?
I'm from India.
You're from India. You've been in America how long?
About 4 years now.
Okay, are you a citizen now? Or okay.
No.
So I want to get your perspective, your global perspective, okay? Chelsea out here. So, it's been an ongoing problem in America that 2/3 of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. So from your perspective, having more of an international perspective, why do you think that is still such an ongoing problem in America?
First of all, I would not say this is a problem only in America. The paycheck to paycheck living, again, as per my experience, I think will be usually the younger generations or who are new to the job, from those teens to about 30 to 35 years. One of the reasons why people live paycheck to paycheck, I think, will be when they're not clear about their financial goals. I mean, again, I'm not discriminating anybody, but if you see me, right now, I do have some savings, and then I do have expenditures as well. And whenever I'm little going high on my expenditure, I feel very depressed, and, I'll try to cut down on something. But others would not be able to do, probably. It's because money is psychology again. So not all people over here, I mean, I'm not, again, discriminating any country here, but are lonely, so they need something. And
what do you think they need?
Many things they would need.
So they're using the loneliness and they're just sort of outsourcing materialism, consumerism to sort of fill a void for their loneliness?
Yes. See, for an example, any famous brand, for an example, Starbucks. You're just sitting, okay? You don't know what to do. Then you feel the need to go have a coffee. Now, if you think you need a coffee, you don't need a coffee. You're sitting alone and you want to spend time. Spending time is equal to spending money these days. So that's why people are living paycheck to paycheck.
Spending time is equal to spending money. That's great. So let's talk about dating, romance, finance, romance. You've been married for, you said, 4 years. Your husband's over there. He's filming us right now. He's giving me that look like you better be nice.
Don't worry.
How much did your husband's finances matter to you for choosing him as your partner?
Well, that's a very good question, but let me tell you, my answer might be very, from a very small region, you can say, because when I got married, arranged marriages are basically like gambling. Okay. So
This is getting spicy. Arranged marriage, gambling. Go on.
yeah, because ours is an arranged marriage, and so parents will see that, hey, this is a family. Are they rich? Yeah, they are rich.
Oh,
Okay, my daughter.
that's the
will
first
be-
thing.
Yes.
Are they rich? Check. Boom. Let's move on. Damn.
Second thing, yeah.
This is in India.
This is in India.
Hell yeah.
And the second criteria is the person working, or is he dependent on his father for the richness?
Oh,
Yeah.
the old silver spoon effect.
Exactly. So he
Gotcha.
should
A
not
rich family, but the son is also working independently.
Yeah, because the daughter's father thinks that, in case money comes and goes, but my
Okay.
daughter should not be in soup at the end of
Wow.
the
So
day.
what happens if you fell in love with this amazing guy? Not you, but in these arranged marriages, you're in love with this guy. He's great. He treats you right, but he doesn't come from a rich family. What would happen?
See, in that case, I think love defines everything. See, when there is love, everything else is second.
Okay.
But when you do not have love,
Uh-huh.
all these things becomes primary.
Okay. When you don't have love, you go for the money.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that love can grow and blossom if the man never makes a good amount of money?
It's a very subjective answer. There are two ways of answering it. See, in the current time, getting a pure love is tough. In fact, first of all, getting a commitment from somebody is tough. So when you're getting a pure love, you have to be a little calculative. Like, on the other hand, if the girl is being a little stable in her career, but if she wants love, maybe she can opt for that option. But if girl is into like most of the hey, I'm gonna enjoy and all, then she would look for somebody who should be a little more stable than.
Okay. Question for you. So how old are you?
Yes.
28.
Somewhere around that.
Okay, somewhere out there. At what age is the most common age in India for women to get married?
6 years back it was 25, but now I think it's 30, around
30.
like 20, 26, 27.
At what age in India is a stigma a woman is sort of past her prime, used woman, leftover women? I've heard of use that term. Is there a particular age where
Yes,
it's like after a
yes.
certain age?
30.
What number?
30.
30?
Yes. If
30.
she touches 30 or 32, it's like, oh my God, what's happening? Either she should have a love marriage or she should have somebody ready. And
By
maybe
30 or 32? So what happens if she's 35 and she's not married?
They are the exceptional cases, those who concentrate on career or those who have on the family obligations or those who are very firm on their checklist and that is not met. Like people of such
What would the stigma be in India of a woman who is attractive, career-oriented, she did her thing, and she's a boss, she's got her thing going on, but she's 40 and still single? How would society view her in India?
I think society is changing a little, I must say. That is because most of the women are working these days. Earlier, they used to not work. Like, there's a saying, like, you find a settled person and your life is settled. That used to be the mindset earlier.
What was it?
If you find a person who is settled.
Settled. If you find a person who's settled.
And you marry them, your life is settled.
Then your life is settled.
Yeah.
You find a person who's settled, then your life is settled. So you mean established.
Exactly. Oh, yeah,
Established.
that's right.
Okay. So, but walk me through the woman who's 40, career-oriented, single, successful. How does society in India view her? Is she sort of like, shame on you, why did you do this? Or, hey, that's okay, go get your money, girl. How does society view those types of women in India?
I think, like I said, the society is changing at present. If a woman at 40 and if she's doing it, then I would say that she must have had her parents' support. Or she must have had somebody's support.
Okay. But is she viewed as sort of a leftover woman? Is that what you were saying earlier? Because you said by 32.
People do say that.
Do you think that's fair?
Yeah. And
Do you think that's fair for women?
No, not at all. Because sometimes I feel at present, something which I like about America and all is the openness. At certain point of time, we need to have some openness and understanding about the opposite sex before you get into a long commitment called marriage.
Got it. Last couple questions for you. You're doing great. So what would it take, hypothetically, for you to work and take care of your husband for the rest of your life?
So what is the driving force?
So what would it take, whatever it is, for you to financially take care of your husband the rest of his life?
How should I take this question? Like what it takes? You mean the kind of emotional stress?
Whatever it is, you tell me.
It's not easy.
Okay.
It's definitely not easy. It's always a learning process. It's a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
And sometimes by seeing others who are into dating, we do get thoughts like, oh, really? Is marriage needed? But one thing that I have learned in my own, down days is when we are young, I wouldn't define the age of young, but when you're healthy, and when you have friends and all, it's easy to spend time because you have energy, you have money. But as you grow, the hormones inside us would also grow, and you would need loyalty. And people would agree to me that's the reason why the pet culture has been...
The pet culture?
Yeah.
What's your explanation for that?
I always argue with my husband on this. Like whenever we have arguments, he's like, that's the reason why I want a dog. I says, yeah, you can shout at the dog, but the dog will come back to you because it will not understand your language. But I understand your language, and I'm not a robot, and I'm a person with emotions. So I know I would give you your answer back, which you hate it. But a dog would not do it. So that's why people
What
are
does he
liking
say
dogs.
to you when you say, I'm not a dog, I'm going to talk back to you?
He'll take time, he'll introspect, and then maybe he thinks that is right. Because, see, when a dog comes to the home, you would pat. Even if you do not have time, it will get with you, and you'll make sure, you would pat here, you would do that. Go do the same with your spouse. Why would you not have a problem? You would not have a problem with them. You're not giving time to human beings.
Okay.
But then you're giving time to the phones, to the dogs, to the electronics, and everything. I mean,
I feel like I'm getting you going right now. You're getting going right now. Let me ask you, do you have kids yet?
No.
Okay, do you want to have kids?
I'm on the way.
Oh, you're pregnant right now? Oh, congratulations. That's amazing. Great work, buddy. Great work. I knew you had it in you, homie. I saw it in your eyes. I knew you were going to hold this thing down.
No, he was asking me since long, but I'm like, no. Until I settle and I'm physically and emotionally ready, I would commit for a kid. So
Okay, so you weren't ready to have a kid right now. So what would it take for you to drop your career and just focus 100% on being a stay-at-home mom?
First of all, I don't want to opt for that option at all because I don't think somebody who's working and who had seen this part of life again going to confine their life around the four walls. But hypothetically, if that situation comes, I think that is a time when my husband is very well settled with good money, and he's giving me good money every month for me to shop. Get out of my depressions.
Living the good life.
Yeah,
How much money do you want a month? Maybe we can arrange something. How much? What's a good spending
You tell
number?
me what is a good
You
amount?
tell me. I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be a woman.
I'm being good on my husband, so probably he should give me about like $5,000 a month.
Every month.
Every month.
So that's $60,000 a year for you to live your best life.
That's it.
Think that's fair?
Not too much.
Should we work that out right now? Maybe we
Yes,
can make that
please.
happen. All right, guys,
Yes,
talk to
please.
you, sir. All right, you're amazing. Can I
Thank
shake
you.
your hand?
Oh yeah, sure.
Thank you so much.
you so
Chelsea,
much. Yeah,
you're a
it was a pleasure
superstar.
talking to you.
Your husband's a very lucky man.
Thank you.
Great job, buddy. Congratulations on the upcoming baby.
Thank you for
Amazing.
calling me here, and I hope I answered all your
I
questions.
think you were
missed.
fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you like that? Well, if you want to see more of that, check out this clip right here. And if you want even more, check out this clip right here, only on the SOSCAST.